Hello and welcome to another Cardano update. In this video we want to take a look at the Cardano chart, and to be honest it's looking very boring at the moment. I mean, the last few hours, last 6 to 12 hours were really boring. You can see that on the price chart, nothing is really moving, but still there's a bit of an update, so I want to give you a brief one, and then there will be another one later if something interesting is happening. By the way, thanks again for all your comments, all your likes. Again, I'm really overwhelmed. I did start that live stream yesterday. You can find it on my channel. It's of course only for people who just wanna join it and maybe listen to some music and watch the Cardano chart 24 hours. It's only a test at the moment. If it works, obviously, you know, it's not perfect yet, so I need to change a few things, but it's a start. So feel free to join that, to have a chat with people. I might be there as well sometimes. But let's go right into the Bitcoin chart to start with. Briefly, Bitcoin. Let's have a look. It seems like we are currently trading. This is the daily chart, by the way. Seems like we're currently trading in something like a descending channel, and this might lead us further down. In my last, or let's take a look at the golden cross yesterday. So it has slowed down a little bit, so it hasn't happened yet. You can see that here the blue 50-day moving average has not yet crossed the 200-day moving average, but it's imminent, you know, another day maybe. And then we should see that. It basically slowed down because the 50-day moving average's price increase or value increase smoothed down because Bitcoin has been trading below it. That should still not happen, that stop that golden cross from happening. We can see declining volume. It's really boring at the moment. The RSI, the trading view indicator here is showing neutral on the daily. The MACD is going down, has just crossed the zero line to the downside. That was yesterday when we attempted that breakout to the downside below 54,100. The MACD is making lower lows, and what we can see here, we might have seen the peak. So we're currently seeing a little recovery. However, everything is looking rather bearish. We also make another bearish cross here on the stochastic RSI at the moment. So in my opinion, it's not looking brilliant on the daily, other than we've got that golden cross coming. But again, I did say this won't probably have an immediate effect. I also said yesterday that it might take a moment, in that, you know, we might be a moment in that sideways move. And also what we can see here, I said that probably in the next attempt, Bitcoin might attempt to break back into this rectangle here in that range that we were trading in. As you know, we broke to the downside. We attempted another break into that rectangle yesterday, into that range. We failed. It now seems that we might attempt another breakout. And I say that because we have managed on the hourly. We are currently trading above that that close here within which we attempted that breakout. But to be honest, we don't have the volume at the moment. It really looks, sorry, that's the 4-hour chart. And it seems like that we are at the moment bouncing off that 20 period moving average on the 4-hour chart. If we break that, I think we'll attempt another breakout, but I'm not very confident this is going to happen. I think we will then bounce back to the 44,100. As I said, I think it will continue sideways at the moment, a little bit. One last look on the hourly chart. And again, here we can see that that 50 period moving average on the 1-hour chart is really providing some resistance here at the moment. That move up is now slowing down, so it's not looking too good. As I said, I think we might attempt another breakout to the upside, but I don't have confidence that we get above the 40,200 imminently. I think that is the level here, the top level of that range, that in my opinion we need to get through in order to be more on the bullish side. At the moment it's looking rather like a downtrend. So ADA is similar. Let's take a look at the daily chart. And by the way, this is only short term. What we're doing here, I think long term Cardano of course has a lot of potential. It's my biggest holding anyway. On the daily we are in bearish territory. We didn't get a rejection here yesterday on the 50 line of the RSI, so we are continuing to trade into the bearish range. The downtrend seems to be in effect for me at the moment, at least. We are making we seem to maybe have seen the peak here, the lower peak on the MACD and on the stochastic RSI. where I thought yesterday we would see a trend change, move to the upside. It seems like we're bouncing off that 20 line and move down again. And we can see more detail on the 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart, very similar. MACD as well, going down, and also on the RSI. I mean, I can't see anywhere a bullish divergence, just can't see it. I think that shows to me, the MACD and so on, they currently confirm the price move. Can't see that downtrend really, really slowing down. Yes, it was sort of slowing down here, but we stopped to break out to the upside. So it's all, we're trading between, like at the moment, 280, you can see that here, and 238 at the moment, or even 230 here in the imminent, at the moment really, 230 and 280. And for me, if we get above 280, in my opinion, this will be bullish. If we continue to trade below 230, I think this will be really bearish. And it looks like to me at the moment that we have something here forming which might push the price lower, and I'll get to that when we take a look on the hourly chart. So the reason I say that, if I make that a bit higher, first of all, it's a bit hard to spot, but I think we've got something here like a head and shoulders. A bit hard to see. You've got the shoulder here, you've got a head which peaked a bit higher, and another shoulder. We are now at this neckline here, pretty much. It's a bit hard to see. You could argue it's not a head and shoulders, but in my opinion, it was something. I thought we were going up potentially. It was an ascending triangle, but we failed. We attempted a small breakout here to the upside, but it seems like on the bigger picture, we're making lower highs at the moment, and it seems like the sellers, the buyers, have difficulties to push the price higher. So we've made a high here, a higher high, which was not much higher. So it's not as easy for the buyers to push the price higher, and then a lower high. And it seems really like that the price is getting closer to that 238 line at the moment. And that indicates that we could potentially see a move to the downside on the hourly. Maybe to look at, testing 230 again, what we just did yesterday anyway. So we might drop to 230 like we did and then bounce off again. I think if it really gets into a more bearish mode, then we might even go to 220, which we did as well. But if we drop below that, which we haven't done, well, we haven't closed the hourly candle below 220 since middle of August, so that would be not very good. So watch that. At the moment we're still making lower highs here, but I think it is slowing down. You can see that here, that the RSI is confirming that price decrease here, and I think the downtrend currently it's just in effect at the moment. And also the MACD on the hourly is about to make a bearish cross. So I think today, instead of just retesting that up here, I think it looks to me like we might be looking at another test of the 238, which we're doing at the moment, then might drop down to 230. Of course, that's not guaranteed. If you wanted to trade that, which at the moment is not very exciting because not as much is happening, then you would need to wait for the breakout anyway. But something is, the price is condensing down at the moment. We've got something like a descending triangle here at the moment on the hourly. So I think the breakout either way is imminent. But I think because we've got this descending triangle here, we failed to make a new high. I think we might drop to the downside, unfortunately. But that's only my view. Again, it could be the other way around, and it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. This is all noise, you know that. For me, Cardano and the crypto market in general is about patience. Everybody's happy when prices go up. When prices trade in a range like at the moment, or if prices go down a little bit, people get frustrated. But that's why I've got a channel like this to really help you through this period and try to calm you down a little bit as well. But it's just you need a bit of patience. And again, in a few weeks, everything could be looking different. And I had it before where I was frustrated many years ago, and then I sold, and then prices went up again, and I was getting really annoyed with myself. So these are the things that people need to get used to. Try to detach yourself from the emotions a little bit. By the way, we can see an extension of that triangle here actually. So it might really be playing out to the downside. Whereas we had here quite the opposite and we broke to the upside. You can see that. That was when I called for a move to the upside because we had an ascending triangle. Yeah, horizontal resistance line and ascending triangle, where we have exactly the opposite at the moment. And again, these patterns are never guaranteed to break up, but it's very likely that a descending triangle pushes to the downside purely because the price action, the buyers can't push the price higher, but there is a lot of seller strength and the price is really getting squeezed into this apex, and then there will be a breakout. And again, it could be to the upside, but if you're already in a downtrend and if we have a descending triangle, then that indicates that the price will push lower. All right, so hopefully you liked that update. If you did, please smash the like button, and if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, then please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.